Hi, everybody. My name is Karina. I've been asked to share a tutorial on my floral hoop session that I did of my daughter here. All right. I had lots of fun editing this with the pretty presets. I actually used a few different collections. So I wanted to go for a whimsical kind of theme for these, and I've been wanting to do these for years. And I feel like I had the exact stuff that I needed with pretty presets. So I have several collections, and as you can see over here, they're all pretty presets. The one we're going to use is, oh, I had it. Okay. There's a limited edition. Here we go. Summer limited edition. I liked the boho chic too. Okay. I liked how it gives it that whole whimsical feeling. Just one click right here. Then I will just, the only thing I feel like I need to adjust here is the shadows. It's just a little too dark. But other than that, it was really good. All right. So I always open my stuff in Lightroom. And then once I've put my preset on here, then I will go ahead and take it into Photoshop and use all my fun actions. So I'm going to take it into Photoshop. I do have to do a new share here. Hold on. All right, so here it is. All right, so I'm going to first remove these really quickly, the stands, because I want it to just look like a hoop. But for editing sake, our time's sake, I'm going to do this super quick and not so pretty. I'm just using my healing tool here. This is a spot healing tool. As you can see, that doesn't really look very nice, but again, just for this tutorial, I'm doing it very quickly. And I got rid of that sun flare. All right, let's see. Well, that looks a little better there. Okay. Now what I always do in all of my photos, no matter what the setting is I use my pretty retouch makeup actions. Okay. I feel these actions have totally taken my editing to a whole nother level. So one of the first things I always do is I go to this on the spot sharpen tool. Okay. So for this photo, I really wanted it to look like a painting. So I really want like her eyes and her mouth and things to pop. Normally on like a regular family photo session, I will still sharpen those things, but I won't increase the opacity or anything usually. So for this, I'm going to put a brush on her eyes and her mouth. And then normally I do it on the hair, but she doesn't have any hair. So I'm going to do it on her little headband here. And then I'm also going to do it on this lace because it has a nice detail and I just want to make it pop. Okay, because I want to make this more like a picture, like a painting. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go over here to the opacity. It's currently at 50%. I'm going to increase it to 100. Okay, I'm also going to do it a tad more. So I'm going to do this another time. So I'm going to run that on the spot sharpen another time. This time I won't increase the opacity. Okay. And just keep brushing it. All right, and then as you can see, if I take that off, both of them, she just, look how much she popped. So I love the on the spot sharpen a lot. Okay, the next thing I like to do is I really want these eyes to pop, especially if it was like a close up. So I use the white and whites. I'll also use this on teeth or even on clothing or anything that I want to make whites brighter. And I put it on the eyes, the whites of the eyes to make them pop a little bit more. Okay. See, without, with, might need to increase that a little bit, make a little more dramatic. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then another thing I like to do since we're on her face is her eyes. So I go down to the, oh, eyes are above lips. This brush on color pop. I love this for when it's a close up. As you can see, her eyes are like very dark right now. They're not very blue, like as in a close up that I have of her at this session. Her eyes are really blue when we're really close. And so when I put the brush on color pop, it looks amazing. Okay, so as you can see, it added like a little bit of even different color, not just blue here, because she had some sparkly other colors reflecting in her eye. All right, and then, and I like that because that looks kind of dreamy to me. So also, I might use smoky eyes. And I don't do this to give her like a smoky eye. I'm just going to darken her eyelashes with it. So just a little bit more because I just really want her eyes to pop. Okay. And then I could increase the opacity if I wanted to. But I don't want to give her too much because she's a little baby. All right, another thing that I also do on my regular portraits is I will use the Chap Lip Fix. And this kind of is a noise reducer, but it also softens the lips. And I use it a lot, especially on my own kids' pictures. Okay, so then I'll just kind of brush it here. And if I need to increase that, make it softer, then I will, up to 100%. Okay, I'm also going to put a little bit of pink glossy lips on. As you can see, there's other colors that you can choose from here. And then I'm going to decrease the opacity on this one. So, because again, she is a little baby and I don't want it to make it look like she's got lipstick on, but I do want a nice pink tint. Okay. All right. She's looking pretty good here. Okay. So then the next thing that I will do, again, because I wanted it to look like a painting, I am going to use this heavy duty smoother. Okay, I usually always use Insta Smooth Skin on my regular portraits. But for this one, because I really want it to look like that painting, I'm going to use the heavy duty smoother. And this just like smooths out the skin, makes it really soft looking. This is really good for newborns and anybody that you want to make maybe look like they've got some powder and some makeup on. See, so see how she's got like, you can see a little bit of blemishes here. And then you put this on and it's just like nice and smooth. You just want to, touch it because it's so soft looking. See, you've got some of this more blemishes here, and then I paint this on and it looks really nice. Makes her skin look flawless. The Pro Skin Smoother and Pro Wrinkle Smoother is also really awesome for clients that might want to get rid of their fine lines on their face. So I'm painting this all over her body because I just want her to look really soft and I just want her eyes and everything to pop. Okay. So I'm going to increase the opacity for that up to 100. Okay. And then I might add another layer just to make it even more dramatic. But for our sake, for time, I'm just going to do this Insta Smooth Skin on top of it. Okay, and I'm going to increase the opacity for that. Oh. All right. Okay. The next thing that I do is if I have any red or magenta or weird colors, yellow or anything, I will use these. And these are lifesavers a lot of the time. So as I can see, if I'm looking here, this looks more of like a red or a magenta color. So I'm going to use the red. Did it work? Okay, and then I'm just going to paint it on where I see the red to kind of get rid of it. And then as you can see, when you're doing this, it kind of takes away some of the vibrance. So then what I like to do, especially like if I have a man and it's his face that is so red, I will add some life back to it by using the Radiant Brightener, actually the Luminous Skin. There's Luminous Skin. Mm-hmm. There we go. And the Luminous Skin has saved me a few times, and the warm complexion here, because some ladies where their legs looked kind of paler than the rest of their body, they were like, can you please make me look like I have a little more of a tan? Then I can plop this on there and it works. Okay. So I like that luminous skin. Let's see, let me do this so you can see. So without the luminous skin, with the luminous skin, looks a lot better. Looks like more color here. And then I want the Radiant Brightener. Okay, there's the Radiant Brightener. All right, and paint this all over. Okay. I'm actually going to do this on her whole body because I really want her to pop. Increase the opacity. There we go. See, we've got here without the Radiant Brightener, with the Radiant Brightener. Okay. So love the Radiant Brightener. I might do it a few times, a few layers. Next thing that I would do is I'm going to actually, I'm going to use a different action collection. I'm going to use the holiday book glow collection. I can't see the full thing and I don't know how, but this was one of the first things that I bought from Pretty Presets. I was doing Christmas shoots. So never did I think I was going to use it for fairy shoots. But the thing that I'm going to use from this is the Paint a Dark Scene, the Insta Dark Scene. Okay, so this Insta Dark Scene. Click that. All right, and that just kind of makes it look darker. And so I'm going to paint off of her body because I still want her to have that absolutely amazing glow. Oh, this needs to be black. Here we go, black brush. And she's getting some life back to her. Okay. All right. And I really like that. Let me try another dark scene. I think the one is good. Okay. And then the next thing I would do is I'm going to give her some wings. So I'm going to go to a different action collection. I'm going to go to the Fairyland collection. And I'm going to start adding some wings. And go to the fairy wing applicator. It's going to tell me to go to my location where I've got my wings. And then I get a pick from these pretty wings. I'm going to make her more of like a butterfly. Okay, so I have to size these to something that I think would match her body. And then I kind of try to line it up to where it would be like in her shoulder blades in the back. Okay. And then also because she's a bit angled, I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to skew. And I'm just going to adjust these, adjust a little bit. Okay. And press enter. And if I zoom in here, I'll see that it's over her body and I don't want that. I want it behind her. So I'm going to go over here, paint black, and try to get that off of her there. So normally in the beginning, I would also get rid of this here from her headband. Okay. And then she needs another wing. So then I would do the same thing. Add my wing. Okay, and now this one gives me that same direction, but I need the opposite direction. So I'm going to size it first. Make sure it lines up with this other one as much as possible. And that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and I'm going to flip, I think horizontal. Yes, horizontal. Okay, and then again, the shoulder blade area. And I'm going to skew this one as well. Skew it because she's at that angle. So I'm going to kind of put this like it's back behind her somewhere. Okay, and then this as well. Okay, place it. Paint it off her body. Oh, this is the wrong fairy wings. Okay, place it off her body here. Really quickly. You'll want to take your time on this, but take this off her arm here. I took a little off, so I'm going to go and paint white and put it back in here. Okay. All right. So also another thing for this is I can color these wings a bit. I can make them like a warmer color, which I like. So keep it there. There's a cool. You can also make them rosy. But I'm going to stick with just the, I like how that kind of matches her outfit. And I go down to the other one, give that warm wings too. Okay, let's see how she's looking. She's looking pretty whimsical to me. I just need, I'm going to go ahead and add a sun ray. Okay. So go back to where I have my sun. And I get to choose my sun that I want. I just kind of like this one. I've already got a sun in my shot, but just kind of will add a little bit and I can color adjust it. Just add a little something more. Place it where I want and then press enter. I can also adjust it bigger and smaller if I want. Okay. Then I'm going to play around with these, see what it looks like when I add the blur. I like the blur. Okay. Make it brighter. I like that. Warm light. I think I also like the warm light. All right. Now that I have this, I'm looking at her and I want to add some more radiant brightener to her from the Pretty Retouch. So So let me find that. Radiant Brightener. Here we go. I think I'm going to do her outfit too. That looks very nice. Maybe adjust the opacity just to see. Awesome. I love it. Okay. All right. That is how I would edit one of these fairy sessions. I hope you guys saw a lot of good things from the pretty collections that I used today. Again, for the actions, it was Retouch Makeup. It was also the Christmas book, holiday book glow, holiday magic. That's what it was. And then the Fairyland collection as well. Okay. And then that summer limited edition Lightroom presets.